Hey everyone! So just starting off with the L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base to prime the face. Just apply it wherever you need to smooth out your skin. And then mixing my Body Shop Fresh Nude Foundation with my NYX Green Primer, or Primer Corrector, just to tone down the pinkness that I have in this shade. Just buffing it out with the foundation brush, and you want to work in thin layers. I would recommend just keeping it to one thin layer, and it keeps it from getting too cakey. And just build it up where you need extra coverage, and for me that's around the mouth where I tend to get a little bit of hyperpigmentation. Blend, blend, blend. Don't forget to get underneath the jawline and a little bit down the neck. You don't want a weird foundation line there. And then just mixing my Kevyn Aucoin concealer and NYX orange corrector. And again, this just helps me to correct some of that grayness. Like grayness happens when a foundation mixes with hyperpigmentation. So this is just gonna correct some of that and conceal it around the mouth. And just going in with that orange corrector again and buffing out a little bit around the eyes. And with any correctors, you want to make sure that you're not piling it on. Use just enough to get whatever the tone of that corrector is that you're getting. You don't want like a stark orange there, for example. And we're going to go over it with the concealer anyway, so don't be too worried if it looks a little bit orange. I'm just using my Too Faced Born This Way concealer here. I also did mix this a little bit with my green primer just to make it a little bit more yellow. Color Theory saved my life. So just dotting that underneath the eyes, along the nose, a bit on the forehead and above the eyes, on the eyelid, and just blend it out with a sponge or a damp sponge. I find the damp sponge helps to keep things more seamless and a little bit more skin-like. So just stamp that well wherever you want to blend it, and you don't want to drag a sponge over where you're blending it. You just keep tapping and it'll just blend out on its own. And make sure you get the edges well. And just using my RCMA No Color Powder to set everywhere that I have concealed. I don't really like to use a lot of powder because I have dry skin. So I just tend to set the center of my face. And here I'm just setting my brow bone. So I'm not actually setting on the eyelid because I'm going to use a shimmery shadow there, and not setting the eyelid helps the shimmer stick a little bit better. So yeah, just setting the center of my face, underneath the eyes, the nose, just a little bit on the cheeks. And then just using the Physicians Formula Deep Bronzer and just using it to bronze along the forehead. We don't want to contour here, you just want to add a little bit of dimension to your face. So using a fluffy brush I find helps achieve that a bit better, because you want to look sun-kissed. I forgot to say, this is the shade in Deep Bronzer, and this is a perfect tone for me to get a bronze and a contour at the same time, because it's not too warm and not too gray for my face. And in the areas where I haven't actually set with a powder, I just kind of tap the product on first, and as it sticks to the wet foundation, then I can start to buff it out a little bit easier. And then just going along the chin, the jawline, down the neck a little bit. So whatever we do on the face, just as long as it comes to powders, I like to take it down the jaw and neck a little bit, because you don't want it to look like you have makeup on just your face. Not that you want it to, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Anyway, so topping that off with the Milani Baked Bronzer in 05 Soleil. This is a little bit more shimmery and a little bit warmer. And I'm not actually going to use a highlighter here, so having a bit of shimmer in some of these products helps to just achieve that natural glow. And next we're going to do eyebrows. This is a pretty tedious process for me because, as you can see, I have very, very thin eyebrows from the days where I used to overpluck. So I work pretty hard at this. I don't know what to say. Normally, I will fill in my brows by drawing in literally every single hair, but here I'm just taking a angled eyeliner brush and using it to use a brown powder to fill in the outer three quarters of my eyebrows. So you just use that to sketch out the shape that you want, and you deposit the product where most of your hair is first, because when I'm diffusing it out, I don't want it to look like I'm drawing a line. So just lightly blending out, and you can run your spoolie through your brows to disperse the product a little bit better. And bear in mind that it's not going to be this intense of a procedure for most people. It's just, this is how I like my brows, and I like them to be fuller. And then for the inner corner, I am literally drawing in those hair-like strokes. So I do have a very, very thin brush, and this is the Anastasia one. I can't recall the number of it, but I'll post it in the product breakdowns. And again, like these things, if you don't know how to do them, will just come with practice. So just keep working at it until you see what you like for yourself. And then just drawing in more hair strokes on the top there, just to give it the illusion of natural fluffy brows. I get pretty finicky with the details here, and then if you really want, you can use an eyebrow pencil where there is less hair, and you can see when it gets closer that when you're using a shadow in places where you don't have hair, you can tell the difference. So I like to use a pencil afterwards to just further define the brow hairs, and this way it kind of gives it a bit more dimension and depth. There you can see in the inner corner where it's definitely just shadow. And I am going in with my Becca Champagne Pop highlighter just to highlight underneath the brow bone and also the inner corners of the eyes, and this just helps to kind of lift and brighten the eyes. Just drag it a little bit more into the eyelid and underneath as well, and you're going to blend it into a different shimmer. And I just go back in with the butter bronzer and use a fluffy brush to run it into the crease. So when you do the crease shadow, you deposit most of the shadow at the outer corner and just blend it out and inwards in circular motion. Sorry, I'm trying to use words that will actually help. But if it's confusing, you can always just message me and I can walk you through it. So yeah, just lightly sweeping a bronzer across the crease. It just helps naturally define your eyes. Because sometimes if you just put makeup on it, it makes your face or your eyes look really flat. So the same way that you use bronzer on your face, you want to use some kind of a shadow to bring dimension back to your eyes. And just running that in the lower lid as well. And then I use my Wet n Wild Nude Awakening palette, and there's just a medium pink shimmer in there that I like to use. It's kind of like a rose gold, and just patting that onto the lid. And the concealer that we didn't set before is just going to help that shimmer stick a bit better. And just then blending it slightly over where we took the bronzer as well, and then underneath. And using that Champagne Pop highlighter again, and just topping that pink shadow off a little bit just to tone down the pinkness. And then going in with a deeper brown shadow from that palette to just smoke out the lash line. And I just take like a angled eyeliner brush, and this is a bit on the thicker side. I don't want to create a defined liner here. I just want to create the smokiness of a lash line. So yeah, just take that back and forth along your lash line with that deep brown shadow until you're satisfied with what it looks like. I do like to create a little wing at the outer edge. Can't really see it very well there, but yeah. And then curling my eyelashes here. I have learned that curling your lashes makes a huge difference in how lifted and full your lashes look. So I always do this now, even if you don't use a mascara. And then just using the Essence Lash Stylist Mascara. This is my current favorite mascara. I would say, I was gonna say of all time, but this would be the second best one of all time. It's just my favorite from the drugstore, but it gives you the most perfect fluffy fluttery lashes ever in just one sweep. Obviously I've done like a few coats here, but look how perfect those are. So pretty. And then going in with my Essence Matte Blush. It's in a very pinky color. I don't recall the name, but I'll post that down below as well. And just tapping that on with a fluffy brush. I don't like to sweep or anything, just lightly tap it on. And topping that off with the Milani Baked Blush in Rose Doro. This is also a shimmery product from Milani, and again, we're just trying to achieve a glow without the highlighter. Honestly, use as much blush as your heart wants. Just deepening up that bronzer a little bit more. And then just taking that Champagne Pop highlighter over the Cupid's bow. And then going in with my NYX brown liner. It's literally in the shade brown, and I just use this to contour the lips a bit. And I'm not really trying to overdraw. I just don't have defined lip lines, so I have to use a darker liner to bring that definition. I do overline it, actually I lied, I do overline it a little bit on the bottom lips, but the top one I'm keeping quite close to the natural lip line. And then we're gonna blend out that line with my finger just to soften that. We don't want any harsh lines. And then filling in the rest of the lip with MAC Whirl, which is like a deeper pinky nude, medium pinky nude. And you can also use that to soften that deeper liner as well. Topping that off with the NYX Lingerie Liquid Lipstick in Seduction, which is a very reddy brown nude, and it is quite matte. So I'm gonna top that off with a more moisturizing lipstick from Maybelline, and that's in Nude Lust. And this is going to be more of a baby pink, and it's got a bit of a sheen to it, so it's going to keep the lips looking too dry. And that's the end of the look. Thanks for watching.